Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. In the last part, we wrapped up business around Okhanu. We had our big old festival. We revived the crops, the reeds, and we got our first of, what, like 6 or 7 keystones that we needed to gather. Now we've gone from the mountains to the high Alp, well, I won't call it the snowy Alps, but the rocky Alps, I guess, to this little village of merchants, which I actually kind of like this place, honestly. I'd live here. So yeah, we need to find the next person that'll give us our keystone. So yeah, off video, I went around and got all of the ether currents I can currently get in both this area and the previous area, the forest. I also did all the side quests around Yuli and what was it called? I forget the name of the place. Tuli and Okhanu. So I did all those side quests. So we're ready to go. Hello, madams. What's up? Not my finest moment, I'll admit, but now we're here, let's do what we came to do. Find the Elector. Allow me to propose a strategy then. Carl and Alize and I will speak with the merchants. Look, Lamont, you and Ernville might try approaching the travelers and passers-by. So pray investigate any of the establishments which catch your eye. Should we learn aught of use, let us relay to the third promise. Alright. I can do that. I can do that. So it's kind of funny because my off main, which is the tank, is gonna hit level 100 before my actual main job, which is this. It's 96 currently. Dawn Servant's Elector? I thought you were a new face in town. Here for the right of succession, I take it. Me, I don't care much who sits on the throne so long as they keep Troll peaceful. People tend to not be in a good mood, to be in the mood to relax and sip our excellent mezcal once arrows and spears start flying, if you know what I mean. Speaking of which, would you like a cup? Joy shared is a joy doubled, I'd say. No, I'm good. Oh, right. Yes, you're asking about the Elector business. Being but freshly returned from my trading round, I heard that there's a contest afoot, but not much else. Our head ledger, Tobley, could probably tell you more about it. Tobley? Tobley? Alright. What do you gotta say, mans? Electors? Oh yes, I've heard all about the right succession. They're looking to put a new ruler on the throne, eh? First, I'm rooting for Zeral Jah. If the first promise wins, he'll look to expand our sphere of influence. That means access to more resources and more customers. In the thousands column, potentially. So many new trading opportunities to spread happiness far and wide. Others have been coming around to my way of thinking, so I've begun crafting goods inspired by the resilient sun. Would you care to purchase something? No, I'm good. No, I would not. Very well, you said you want to know about the Elector. I could help you, but I won't. I can tell you're not a supporter of Zeral Jah or his policies. What a bitch. What a bitch, man. What a bitch. Alright. Hello there, Mablu. Did you have a question for me? Elector, where is it? Where is it? Sorry, I don't know about any electors. You should take a moment to see our prize alpacas before you leave, though. Oh, be sure to admire them from a respectable distance. Get too close and our nervous darling may be tempted to spit on you. That stuff stinks. It happened to a visiting buyer not too long ago. Tobley, that's the head rancher, was so mad at me for not giving a proper warning. No one makes a mistake without Tobley noticing. He knows everything that happens on this ranch. That's another person that mentioned Tobley. Alright. Did I never talk to you guys? I guess I never talked to you guys. Get these guys marked down. Alright. Hello, madams. How's your search going? You really have to watch yourself around these silver-tongued peddlers. I almost bought a bottle of mezcal and a stack of blankets, and then there was this enchanting ornament. Anyway, I did manage to learn that Toby was the man I need to talk to about the contest. Now, if only they'd share where this head ledger of theirs is to be found. Really? He's also the head rancher? Well, the alpaca ranch is not far from here. I say we pay it a visit before the others return. Alright. I just came from there. Hello, lady. Lady. That is a lot of alpacas. Still, we know the head ledger could be here somewhere. I can't let fear deter me. Not that I'm scared, of course. Excuse me, is one of these workers Tobley? Tobley? Oh yes, he likes to mingle with the ranch heads and keep an eye on things. I can't tell you which one he is, though. You can't? Is this part of the contest? All I can say is that Toby often mentions his favorite pungent subject. He also can't resist a profitable trade, though who among us could, am I right? Still, if you bring him a very good deal, he might let his identity slip. So it's like a game. Easy enough. All I have to do is offer Toby a deal he can't ignore. No problem at all. I thought he was gonna say give him an offer he can't refuse. Well, maybe one problem. I don't think my purse is deep enough to pay everyone who think might be Toby. Let's ask some questions first to narrow down the field. Great, we can meet back here to share our impressions. Are you Toby? Oh, man. Well, obviously I'm not Toby. I mean, oops. I shouldn't have said that. You're meant to be finding out for yourself who Toby is, or if an elector is even in the village at all. Good luck! I bet it's you. Pretend to be somebody else. A visit from across the solid, if I'm not mistaken. Be warned, the alpacas will spit on you if you startle them. I suggest you keep your movements slow and deliberate. You think I might be Toby? Well, maybe I am. All I will say is that in this village, none have reared more alpacas than I. Hello. Am I Toby? Yes. Yes, it's me. Excellent work from the third province and her entourage. Sharp instincts. Shall we commence the right of succession then? That's... No, it's too easy. There's no way that's you. I'm betting it's Mablu. He's the only one that's dressed differently. I see we're both done with our interrogations. Was it an interrogation, though? So who do you think it is? I have my suspicions, but let's hear your pick. The diligent, the boastful. I think it's the diligence. How did he know we were across the salt? Oh, the worker is so intent on stable chores. I had my eye on that one too. Time to rip that mask off our mystery man's hand, so to speak. First of all, how did he know we were from across the salt? Well, we know it's you, Toby. To prove it, I propose a deal. A generous sum of coin for confirmation of your true identity. An offer I gladly accept. As you have correctly guessed, I am indeed Toby, head ledger of Watching Pello, and head rancher of the family ranch. I am also one of Gulal Jaja's chosen electors. Aha, a place featured in the 2D saga just as we thought. I was right to trust in your instincts, and I wager this won't be the first time. She found you out fair and square, Tobley. I'm glad she did. Would have been a pity if I had her bid ended here.
年王の戦者が誰なのか見抜くこと自体が試練の一環だったというわけです。簡単すぎたでしょうけどね、王となる者には。
Got quite a voice to you, man.
おお、まあな。
Uh-oh, look who's here. The troublemakers have arrived. Oh no, it's him. Never mind. It's the other troublemaker.
兄さん。
この牧場に族長の頭部になる者がいると聞いてきた。
誰が頭部か当ててごらんよ。これは試練なんだからさ。
The voice doesn't really fit the frame.
「お前が頭部だな。
問いかけるまでもなく当ててみせるとは。いやいや、お見事です。お二人を試すような真似失礼しました。早速始めましょう。試練の説明を。年王からは伺っております。どんな試練を出すも私の自由と。いろいろ考えましたが、これにしますよ。捕まえてきてください、アルパカを。
Nah.
私は少しばかり苦手だけどさ、アルパカって人懐っこい動物なんだろ？だったら難しい試練じゃなさそうだな。
それでは連れてきてください、あの子。このアルパカは特別な個体でしてね。少し近づいてみてくれますか、ウクラマタ王女。
私がか？まあ何もしなきゃ何もしてこねえよな。エレンビルもそう言ってたし。
アルパカは臆病なのに好奇心旺盛という相反する性質を持っています。そして怖がっている時に無理に近づこうとすると唾を吐きかけてくるのです。威嚇のために。とっても臭いですよ、アルパカの唾は。混じっていますからね、未消化の食べ物が。唾は外敵を追い払うための彼らの武器なのです。
特にその子みたいな谷に生息する野生種は臆病で攻撃的なんだ。その分強いけどね、足腰も。
頑強な体の野生種と温厚な心の家畜種、その2つを掛け合わせることで生み出してるんです。行商人が求める重い荷を運べて扱いやすいアルパカを。
なるほど、よくわかったぜ。今の説明で別に唾を浴びせる必要はなかった気がするが。
野生のアルパカの捕獲、 それが試練か。
お察しの通りです。しかしアルパカの捕獲は見た目ほど簡単ではありません。万全の準備をするといいでしょう。お仲間と共にね。そうそう、一つ言っておきますが、野生種が生息する谷に立ち入っていいのは継承候補者だけ。アルパカが見てくれるわけですよ。時代の王として史跡を得るのにふさわしいかをね。
ツバハキアルパカを捕まえる？王を選ぶ試練がそんなのでいいのか？
連王から好きに決めていいと言われてるのでね。それに継承の儀を最後まで進めばわかるかもしれないですよ、この試練の隠された目的が。
行くぞ、すぐに終わらせる。
ちょっと言ったでしょ、野生のアルパカは簡単に捕まれないと。するべきです、しかるべき準備を。
所詮は獣、力でねじ伏せるのみだ。
これまでなんとなく苦手だったアルパカだけどさ、今日ではっきりと嫌いになったぞ。へっ、アルパカがなんだ。唾さえかけられなければあんな動物。
ウクラマトの壮絶な悲鳴が聞こえてきたが、
この私が悲鳴なんかあげるかよ。ただちょっと驚いて声が出ただけだ。
それを悲鳴って言うんだろう。
連王の戦者は見つかったの？
実はな。
Oh boy. Alright. Madam, you're right. I had to go and wash that nasty stuff off my face. I think I got all of it. But what would you mind taking a sniff for me just to make sure? The stench has ruined my scent to smell. No, I'm good, thanks. Hey, I saw that look. You live. You live, madam. As Wook Lamont demonstrate, the Valley Alpaca are wary people. Getting close enough to catch one will not be an easy task. You might have been warning me about that earlier. I have enough trouble with tame alpacas. How do you expect me to wrangle a wild one? With the proper saddle, we infuse the leather with the relaxing scent that soothes the spitting beast. Wonderful! Give me one of those then. If you've perhaps forgotten how we are a clan of merchants, if you want a taming saddle, then you'll need to find a saddler and make them an offer. They don't come cheap, of course. The crafting saddle will cost you the equivalent of 10 pel, in the thousands column. I mean, 10,000 pel? I don't have that kind of coin. Converting a guild, that makes it around a million or so. Maybe if we all pitch in. No, this is my feat to accomplish. It wouldn't feel right having you others pay the cost. I'll find the money. Somehow. In that case... That basket of wool is worth the sum you paid me earlier. 1 pel in the hundreds column. Beginning with the wool, you can trade for ever more valuable goods until you have something suitable to bargain with for the saddle. That's a nice gesture, but you think I can turn 100 pel into 1,000,000? That's 10,000 times more! We need 10,000 pel, not 1,000,000. So we're looking at 100 times more. Oh, right. Panic got confused with the Alpha Node's 1,000,000 gil. I'm not so sure about this trading idea. You're almost talking to buy a cloak. You didn't need mere moments after you arrived. I hate when you're right. Let me help you with your deal making. Oh, hello again, Mablu. I work here as a ranch hand, but I also learned a lot about the peddler profession. It's alright if I aid them now, yes? I guided the claimants towards the first step of the feat, like you asked. As long as Wook goes alone to capture her alpaca, she is free to accept assistance from whoever she likes. Hooray! Let's see what can you that saddle then, third promise. I don't know why you made your offer, but I could use an ally with the beak for bargains. Welcome aboard, Mablu. Should the rest of us stay behind, perhaps? It may be easier to haggle over prices without so many voices chiming in. Yes, stay here and pitch in with the ranch work. With Mablu gone, I'll need extra hands to tend to the alpacas. Gladly, although Cecil, I think you should go with Wook Lama. You've seen markets and bazaars of the world over, and sure you have sage advice to share. In that case, you should also hold on to the alpaca wool. If it's misplaced or soiled in some way, you'll have nothing to bargain with. As if I'd do such a thing! But I'll leave the wool to Cecil anyway. Better to keep my hands free. To begin, I suggest we try trading wool to Havli, the saddler. He won't agree to the deal, of course, but it'll give us an idea how much he'll accept as for his wares. Alright. It's a trading game. It's gonna be one of those things. Side quests are gonna start cropping up. I guess that's the wings from the one of the EXs. That's the EX mounts for this expansion, the wings. And you turn into a bird when you fly. Something I can help you with. Something I can do for you. We come to bargain. I need one of your special taming saddles to catch a wild alpaca. A saddle, is it? And how will we be willing paying for it? This basket of fine alpaca wool. What use does a saddle maker have for wool? Besides, this would barely cover the cost of a single strap buckle. Offer me something I actually want. And what might that be? Mezcal. I like to nurse a couple of days in when I inspect my finished work. Bring me a jug of quality stuff and you got yourself a deal. This bodes well for us, third promise. Such mezcal can be had for only 5 pel in the thousands column. Hold on. Did you say third promise? Then my first changed. The saddle is going to cost you a jug of premium mezcal. Ages 3 years at least. 3 years? That stuff is valued at 10,000 pel or more. Why have you doubled the price? Because I must support the man of ambition who will see my business prosper. Zoran Jean will go to war and his cavalry will need saddles. Lots of saddles. It's nothing personal, third promise, but I won't sell you my craft for anything less than my asking price. Oh, it's the world merchants for you. Can't say I blame him. I'm known for championing peace, and peace is unlikely to bring in more customers. Those of our grandparents' generations remember the dark days when the clans are at war. Many of these Pelo pray for your victory, Wook. The younger ones, though, to them, strife and bloodshed are children's stories. They think themselves safe from these horrors and take the peace we know now enjoy for granted. Still, others are just unsatisfied with this quiet prosperity and crave for the future for the second promise and visions. They become obsessed with innovations like the dirigibles that have made trade swift and easy. Then you have those that, like Hovley, convinced that the first promise's plans for conquest will afford them opportunities for great profit. They're discussing this right behind the guy's back. What are you, Mablu? Aren't you one of the younger generation? At least a year or two younger than me, I'd say. Oh, I was raised on the old tales. I've memorized the accounts of what it was like when Yui ruled our village. That's why I offered to help. I want you to become the Dawn Servant, to keep our nation from going back to the way it was. Well then, I guess I better make sure I win the contest. But the type of mezcal Saddlemek wants is so very expensive. Weren't we expecting to need 10,000 Pelorots from the outset? Nothing's changed, we just need to get on with it. I may not have a head for a trade or the stomach for alpacas, but I won't give up with a piece or two on the line. And neither will I. We will make you Dawn Servant. Aiming for that 10,000 Pel jug right away will only bring us failure and frustration. Let's first try exchanging the wool for anything we can even a touch more valuable. The trick is to find someone who needs alpaca wool and is willing to trade at a loss to acquire it. Someone who supports your bid for the throne, for instance. Of course, the Weaver! Bull Knock was his name, I believe. He went out of his way to say he agreed with my vision, and he was here to buy wool. I think I remember the direction he was going, but for now, let's head back the road where we first met him. Oops. Alright. The roads! At least we should be able to hit the first dungeon today, at the very least. We're 91. We're getting close to that point, I think. I think once these two main story events wrap up and go back to Thule, I think that's when we'll probably progress towards the first dungeon. This is the spot. After Bullnod talked to us, he walked off to the south. Then he was probably going to what the fuck? Kuvlo's Inn. Most visitors to watch Pelo end up staying there. Let's go and check, shall we? I got a phone call too. Alright, let me go over here. Boop! What do we got over here? This is a nice little area. Look at this place. Can I have that basket, Cecila? There you go. Thanks. Now let's see if we can turn a profit. Bolnog, I'm glad we found you. Are you interested in making a trade? Third promise. You wish to do business with me? Might ask what this is all about. I see. So the goal is to turn that basket of wool into a jug of three-year-old premium mezcal? Then allow me to invest in your efforts. Peace and morale is what allows me to cross freely into the lands of my suppliers. Naturally, I prefer that one pledge to preserve that peace to win the throne. Thus do I humbly offer you this wool poncho. Small token as I pray contributes to your victory. Oh, let's find craftsmanship. A garment like that would easily fetch 5 pel in the hundreds column. That's very generous, Bulldog. Thank you. I promise I won't let you down. I have every faith in you, Third Promise. May fortune bless your future dealings. I can't believe you quintupled your investment with your first deal. We're on to a spectacular start. Only because Cessa remembered our weaver friend. All I did was hand over the wool. That's not true. The connection you build with people are vital. This is one of the most fundamental precepts of trading. One which you instinctively mastered. You think so? I know so. Now let's take our 500 pel poncho and trade it for something even more valuable. Here, so you take the poncho. If I lost it somehow, Aaronville would never let me hear at the end of it. That's certainly true. He's that type of person. All set. Our next deal is waiting to be found. I've made an excellent trade. That's an actual, like, animation thing. Alright. Nice. Alright. Leveraging connections is a sound strategy, but we should also consider supply and demand. An individual in urgent need of a good poncho will offer more than a merchant supply looking to stock his shelves. That makes sense, but how do we know if someone needs a poncho? They aren't wearing one? They have a fabulous sense of style. That's the obvious answer, isn't it? We look for a person without a poncho and hope they're eager to buy ours. Yes, there you go. We find the demand for a supply. So where should we begin our search for prospective buyers? There are a number of places we can do worse than starting right here at the inn. There might be interested travelers. Who needs a poncho? A lot of mammals hardly wear anything to begin with. Those are probably Landsgar or sellswords. Mammals are soldier who soldier for a living prefer not to wear much above the waist. It hampers their movements. So even if they bared shoulders, mammals carrying arms can be struck off the list. Alright, disconcerted. Who we go? These guys carry weapons, I think. Let's see, no coat or cloak, but also no weapon? Oh, we might have a winner. Hello there, friend. You're not a mercenary by trade, right? I was curious about your bold choice of dress, or lack thereof. Oh, it was no choice of mine. Believe me, I was attacked by beasts on the way here and barely escaped my scales intact. My coat was not so lucky. I'm actually a toolmaker from Thule, and I was dressed quite smartly. All the better to show the fellow I am the man who takes pride in appearance, and therefore his work is well. But now look at me. Well, sir, this is your lucky day. What a splendid poncho! This would be the perfect replacement for the coat I lost. We'd be willing to part with it if you'd like to make a trade. One of your fine tools, perhaps? How about this hatchet? I crafted it myself and will vouch for its quality. The blade looks sharp, the haft well made. I value it at 1 pel in the thousands column. Oh, from 500 to 1,000, we have a deal! Wonderful! Fine garments such as this should put me on even footing with any pellet merchant. Like the eponymous owner of Meplu's mate garden, for one. Her field hands to use hatchets to harvest of mate, and I thought to impress her with the tool I sold her. No matter. I have other wares to sell. I'm glad I am to have met you. There he goes. Did you hear that? We've already found our next buyer. To Miplu's mate garden we go. Yes, but it's a fair distance on foot. We should take alpacas. These ones will be the calm type. right? Who knows? Hatchet! I just need 9,000 more pel to go. We're moving up in the trading world. Alright. Well done recognizing that toolmaker as a potential customer. If you made a mind to change professions, you'd be an excellent merchant. No, I'm good. I'm a white mage by trade. Before we get moving, you should be able to hold on to this. Gimme. Then I suppose you should hop on the alpacas Mablu has so kindly provided. Mablu. Ready to go? Let's mount up! Sure. Oh. It's one of these things. Okay. And it's off to the Mayfields we go! Please don't spit. Please don't spit. You'll be fine. These ones are accustomed to people. I still don't trust them. You have a knack for riding no matter what you say. But our alpaca friends, we Pel would never have become traveling merchants. Can you imagine walking all the way across to Raw? That would be a real bitch. I swear that mountain is too tall to be real. Wokor Zamor. Wasn't that the name? A forbidding sight, isn't it? One I've never appreciated up close. You have to take the long way around the cliffs to get there. The highlands belonging to the Yakyui. So Mablu, you said you were learning about the peddler profession. You don't care for ranch work? No, I love it. I love working with alpacas. Becoming a peddler has always been a dream of mine. It's just, I'm not sure I have the talent for it. If I can help you buy your taming saddle, though, then it'd be a proof that I can do this after all. In that case, we best get ready to be a merchant. Look, we're almost there. And we've arrived. We made it, and without a single smelly incident. I sent the alpacas back to Kovlo's Inn, so we'll walk along the main road when we return to the village. Speaking of roads to travel, you were adopted by the Dawn servant, weren't you, Third Promise? That I was. Then perhaps you understand. I was an orphan too, you see. Tobliot took me in. He took in all the ranch hands, actually. All of them? Yes, everyone works hard at their chores, grateful for the opportunity to repay the head ledger's generosity. Yet here I am, the only one wanting to go off and be a merchant. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm telling you this. You need to keep trading things for your saddle if you're prepared for the feat of gold. As it's mate's harvesting season, they can't have too many quality hatchets. Add to that Wuck's weight of people, and we should have no trouble with making an affordable deal. That's Mintblue herself over there. Pass the hatchet to the Third Promise and let's get to bargaining. Alright. I had the image on for that cutscene. I'm sorry, I forgot to take it off. I just noticed that. Alright. You have that little axe for me? Here you go. Thanks. Now let's see what we can get for it. Make sure I turn it off this time. You're Mintblue, the owner of these fields. I have a mind to trade if you're interested. Well, the Third Promise. I might be convinced to entertain a proposal. What do you have on offer? This hatchet, forged by a seasoned artisan, the razor edge of this exceptional tool will make light work for your crops. The quantity is acceptable, I suppose. I offer you a large sack of mate leaves in exchange. Sack of mate leaves is valued at 1 pel in the thousands column. Same price as the hatchet. It still would bring us no closer to the mezcal. If I may, Mistress Miplu, it's harvesting season, is it not? Does not the demand for hatchets afford them a higher value? It is indeed the season, which is why I procured an ample batch of tools well in advance. I missed the window for demand. In that case, I'll have to fall back on connections. Think of it this way. A generous deal here will put you in the third promise's good graces. Sure, that's worthy of consideration. I do not wish to give offense, but I must tell you that I stand with the second promise. His innovations will improve every aspect of our lives, I believe, including farming, and I will no longer have a need of hatchets. I assure you that I have nothing but respect for Wook. This is why I'm prepared to purchase a spare hatchet at a fair price. I suppose it is fair given your reasons, but we ourselves will be no better off for the transaction. How about this then? If we were to help bring in your harvest, would you give us a better deal? As a matter of fact, I would. Until Kona's reforms would come about, I can always use more hands in the fields. Then you can go ahead and add our labor to the bargain. Add value to tip the scales. How could I forgot one of the most basic rules of trading? You can rest here if you like, Mablu. Cess and I have a mate to gather. Oh no, I'm helping too. Off to the fields then. And mind you, to pick the healthy leaves. I'll take 5 good bundles from each of you. Alright. We're picking weeds. We're picking weeds. We're picking weeds! Weeds! Alright. Gotta pull some leaves off a tree. Yoink! He doesn't see any pests. That's a good sign. These are healthy leaves. They're all growing healthily! Alright. Oh, I got them all. Duh. You brought me some leaves then? Here you go, madams. Accidental harvest. We'll see how your companions fare before I make any decisions, though. Here, about our share as well. Thank you, third promise. This is more than enough to hold up your end of the bargain. Now it's time to honor mine. After adding value of your labor to the price of the hatchet, I'm prepared to offer you a full sack of the highest grade mate leaves. Premium mates! Bought at the store, 1 sack of those leaves could cost no less than 5 pel in the thousands column. Then we can bid farewell to this hatchet. I'll give it a good home. Talk of the contest aside, I'm glad we can come to a mutually agreeable trade. As am I, all the best with the rest of your harvest. Alright, 1,000 to 5,000, which means our last one should go to our much needed 10,000 pel. Mablu, what's wrong? As I was saying before, even after everything Toby's done for me, I'm planning to abandon it all and become a merchant. But then I needed your help after forgetting a basic rule of trade. How can I expect Toby to accept my decision then? Have you mentioned your plans to leave? Not exactly. I wanted to prove I could succeed as a peddler before I declared my intentions. I seek to follow my father's footsteps, but not because he expects it of me. I want to preserve Tyrell's peace, and becoming Dawntrail happens to be the best way to do it. You should live a life of your own choosing, and I wouldn't be surprised if Toby had to tell the same opinion. So talk to him. You're right. It's better to find out for sure than worry over what he might say. Thank you for the advice. But first, we have a saddle to buy. I want that success under my belt so I can be sure of my decision. What's next then? We try to trade our tea leaves for something halfway to the 10,000 pel? No, I think we're close enough now. I say we go straight for the premium mezcal. Bargain our way to double the value, eh? Think you can do it? Trust me, I will make this trade work. I admire your third promise. That you're holding your own against such a strong competition for the throne is inspiring. Am I really holding my own against Kona and Zeral Ja? I mean, of course I am. I am Wook Lamab, Dawn's promise after all. Alright. So I have like, what, 500,000 gil right now? Or close to it anyway. A premium deal! Before we go, let me give you the mate leaves. I might need to risk improving Aaronville's point. Ready then? Our next stop is the Mezcal Distillery. Oh, where's that at? Alright. Probably easy if I just teleport back over here. Alright. We'll want to speak with the man by the name of Gobley. United among his fellow distillers, he's regarded as a master of the craft. He knows the value of his product, so if we're to convince him to trade for twice what the leaves are worth, we're going to need targeted information. That means asking around, taking in the gossip. If you could talk to people here in the distillery, Cecil, perhaps what could do the same with the village entrance. Meanwhile, I'll head to the north side and see what I can learn. It's the bargain game. Hey, man. Me? I'm a chef of Ntuli. I often come here to buy Gobley's mezcal. The finest in Tyrell, according to my customers. He's always bringing out a judge on our dealings, but I can't handle the stuff too well myself. I take it small sips, not wanting to be impolite, you understand, but still end up so out as to agree to whatever price he quotes me. It'd be nice to have less potent refreshments during such conversations. Else I might have to seriously reconsider our arrangement. Oh no. Goblin might be a adept hand at distilling, but he's got no sense when it comes to appearances. Rumor has it he's been invited to the palace for business negotiations. If he presents himself to the court wearing his usual rumpled attire, though, he'll be laughed out of sun perch. There's not much I can say about Gobley, but I can tell you what Gobley's been saying. The other day he was muttering about monsters prowling around Agabi jaws. That's the field where they gather ingredients for the mezcal. Their presence has made it harder to procure said ingredients and thus driven up the price of his product. A boon, some might argue, but it's hard to celebrate when it affects the work as it does. You can't really bring joy to people if you can't keep making the thing they love. Well, you ain't wrong about that. You ain't wrong about that. Alright, what'd you learn? So what'd you find out? Oh, we can make use of all those tidbits. The deal's as good as sealed. As for me, I found out where Gobley's working. There's a millstone at the top of the slope behind this distillery. You go on ahead and I'll bring Wook. Alright. You got a lovely house here, sir. You have business with me, madam? Why don't we tuck down below so as not to distract the alpaca from his work? Now, what's this about? Keep it brief if you would, I'm a busy man. We're in the market for a 3-year-old jug of premium mezcal. Assuming you have any on hand, that is. Ah, an excellent choice. I must warn you though, it doesn't come cheap. We don't have pal, but we can offer a sack of Maitleys in exchange. It's top grade stuff, like the mezcal. No deal. Maitleys are well and good, but I don't have any use for them. No deal? Just like that? Still, I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. Why don't we sit down and chat a while over a cup of mezcal? Now the real deal bargaining begins. Which of our cards do you want to play first? The monsters. That sounds like a good one. Let's hold on to that one. We need to consider our timing. Alright. The distaste for strong drink. I appreciate your hospitality, but I'm afraid I can't hold my drink. I've heard one of your regular customers, a hobby goat chef, is the same. Seeing as not everyone can enjoy mezcal, I wonder if you might benefit from other refreshments to offer. Something like mate tea, for instance, and brewed from the finest leaves, of course. You're right, absolutely right. I've noticed a growing reluctance on the part of my Hubigo friend. Hubigo? I'm just gonna get Hubigo. But I did not realize I myself was to blame. I must endeavor to be a better host. Still, even with the added value in mind, no sack of leaves is worth the mezcal you're after. Should we offer the cold monsters and cause them trouble? Not yet. We'll keep that card up our sleeve until we need it. As I expect you're aware, the rite of succession is currently taking place. That's why the third promise has graced us with her presence. When the contest is decided, the subsequent ascension ceremony and banquet will be a prestigious affair. If your mezcal were to be served there, it might bring your distillery immeasurable fame. Wait, could it be that your rumored invitation to the palace has discussed that very possibility? As a matter of fact, yes. I must admit I'm still reeling from the abruptness of it all. It would be a great honor and opportunity, if I can secure the deal. Well, I should think your exceptional mezcal would speak for itself. That said, there's no such thing as being too prepared, and first impressions last. Maybe you wanting to be your very best when you walk into Valak Shunsa. It would be such a shame to miss a chance of a lifetime simply for want of proper garments. That would. I see you have garments to offer. Something ideal for court. We have no garments on hand, I'm afraid, but we can provide you with the next best thing, an introduction to a weaver. His name is Bald Knock, and his works are highly regarded in Thule. As a supporter of Wook and keen observer of palace politics, he will doubtless be happy to guide you in the selection of an outfit to fit this golden occasion. That is certainly a tempting proposal, and one of which I should like to take in full advantage. But the scales still aren't quite balancing. Say, weren't there monsters running amok in Agave Jaws? That's a problem we could easily solve for you. Truly? I was most grateful for your immediate assistance. I was resigned to hiring sellswords to clear them out. Factoring that save expense and an introduction to his trusted weaver, this is shaping up to be a sound bargain. Alright, you have a deal. Yes, I knew you'd come around. Give us a moment and Sus and I will take care of those prowling nuisances. In the meantime, I'll use the time to pen an introductory letter to Baldock. The fields you're looking for are just north of Wachinpelo. Be safe. She's got the business scheme. She's definitely got the business. She's definitely got that business motif going for her. She's definitely got good negotiation tactics right there. Yep, she's gonna be a fine merchant one day. She knows how to make her case. What's that? Oh, XP bonus? Alright. That would be Agave Jaws, just over there. This will go fast if we split up. Come and find me once you've finished clearing out your share of the pests. Alright. I can do that. Alright. Alright. Mole down. Alright, next one. Alright, 2 moles dead. Monsters infesting the field, and yet you have a pillow right there picking for leaves. Alright. They're all dead! I got them all! Compared to the creatures I hunted with Papa, this was no challenge at all. Come on, let's head back to the distillery. All that's left is give Malblue the sack of leaves so she can seal the deal. Alright. Well, I was gonna teleport, but now I'm not. Alright. Those monsters have no trouble for you, it seems. Now, if I could just have a sack of leaves. There you go. Thank you for looking after our precious trading goods. Your monster problem has been resolved, Master Gobbly, and here are the mate leaves and a written introduction to Bull and Ock, as agreed. When the deal is done, here, your jug of premium mezcal, aged 3 years. Please accept it with my compliments. Yes, we finally have the mezcal! Great work, especially you, Mablu. You were the one that inspired me to come this far, Third Promise, but let's not celebrate until we have the saddle in hand. Mablu, is it? You drive a hard bargain, young peddler. I look forward to doing business with you in the future. Thank you, but truth be told, I'm just a ranch hand. For now. Should I ever become a proper merchant, though, I'll be back to strike more deals with you. She's definitely got the knack for it. Just takes a little bit of training. All right, I got my premium mezcal. Even out of the palace, I don't think I've ever held 10,000 pound jug of anything before. My hands will stop shaking. Here, you better hold on to it before we get to that saddle maker. Or until we get to that saddle maker. Yeah, I wouldn't want you to drop it. That would be very unfortunate. Can you imagine if we dropped it and had to start all over again? Luckily, Hovely's place is not far. We just need to cross the plaza. Alright. This is it, the tribute we're working towards. Don't drop it now. It's the home stretch. Alright. Get your tools ready, Saddler. We bought your precious mezcal. Wait, you actually got your hands on a jug? Jud nothing. A few measly clumps of wool. What we had was an aspiring trade with a gift for negotiation. Although I'd sooner aid no claimant of Bajral Jah, I cannot go against the guiding principles of the Pelu Pelu. Trade is a fair one. I'll craft your saddle, third promise. Great! Stay and wait while if you like. I have all the requisite materials, so this won't take long. Commission is ready. Catching a wild alpaca is never a simple affair, but you'll have an easier time of it than with one of my saddles. Now, if you don't mind, I have other work that needs finishing. I can taste that smooth mezcal already. We did it! The saddle is ours! And I think we started out with only 100 pellet per basket of alpaca wool. Wow, but you're going to be an incredible merchant. Thank you. It makes me so glad to hear you say that in that third promise. We got what we came here for, so let's return to the ranch. You guys will be waiting. I got my fancy schmancy saddle. Alright. Alright. You acquire the saddle then? Yes, thanks in no small part to Mablu. Before you rush off to catch an alpaca, though, let me teach you how to saddle one. I'll bring out one of our wild-born friends so you can practice. I know. This is something I need to learn. The dramatic music. Great sucking God, I did it! You hardly see bothered, much less inclined to spit, as if he was completely accepting Look's touch. That is because of the singular scent with which the saddle is being oat-coated. Alpacas find it very soothing. You know, I never taken a good long look at one before, but they're actually kind of cute. Hey, you're only now noticing that? Zeral Jah, he's back. He's got a golden. Having exactly what he set out to do. The alpacas he brought, though, is it just mirror or is it glowing? I've heard tales of such a beast. They say the golden alpaca lives a solitary existence deep in the valley, where it shuns the company of both man and its own kind. How did he manage to snare a prize like that? The beast knows its betters. Faced with overwhelming strength, it will yield rather than risk death. An apt illustration of how great the power of the first promise exceeds yours, Wook. Strength alone won't win him to our father's throne. I'll be the one to find the Golden City, and then Terrell can remain at peace. The never-lasting desire for peace can only be forged in the fires of war. To unite as one, the people must be taught. They must suffer the horror and hopelessness firsthand. Exhaustion from prolonged conflict, the wages of war's merciless nature, these are what moved the clans to join in the founding of Telia all those years ago. Consider the younger generation of this village. Since birth they have had a vast and unbroken harmony, and behold, they regard war not as a tragedy but opportunity. Thus does the resilient son seek to provide education. He offers much needed lessons in the realities of conquest and a renewed appreciation for peacetime. It is true that war's miseries breeds the longing for peace. But I've seen with my own eyes what becomes of an empire forged through the violence it would propose, the rebellions it spawned, and the ruins it left behind. The Garland Empire was a congregation of simpletons. The oppressed fought back against their oppressors, as well they should. Men are not beasts. Only a fool would seek to rule over all with the threat of the force alone. This is why Jalal Jaja did not elevate the Mama Jah, why he treated all clans with equal respect. However, the first promise has his gaze fixed upon more distant horizons. He unite not only Tuli but the star in its entirety. What? Why? I need not explain myself to you. Oh, well done indeed. The first promise is to complete the feat of gold with an appropriately golden flourish. May I present to you your much-deserved keystone. He's always been like that, never sharing his innermost thoughts with me or even with Kona. It's like we're not even family. Oh boy. I'll ponder all Jean of his mysteries later. Right now we need to think about finishing the feat of gold. I have my saddle, I practiced how to use it, so lead on to where the wild alpacas roam. The valley of Oran Kanka is northwest of here. Come on, everyone. Even if we can't enter ourselves, we can see what off on our hunt. All right. All right. I'm gonna get to where we need to go, and then I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I think we're a little over time, but that's fine because I had to step away for a little bit. All right. When we come back, we will see if Wook is successful in getting herself an alpaca, and then we'll see where all that leads to. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Later.